Hey boys, welcome to Slam Diego. That's what I call it anyways, because I slammed just about every fucking landing into this airport, let me tell you. Today we're going to be discussing the funny communication habits of pilots on the Vatsim network.
American 3 Heavy, runway 27, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 27, American 3 Heavy.
Flying down the west coast, straight into LAX. Country boys in the sky, got the gauges all checked. If we're feeling wild, might cross that goal.
American 3 Heavy, climb by SID.
Climb B the SID, American 3 Heavy. The radio checker. They call up LA Tower for radio check. Of course, they never say their call sign. Tower comes back. Last aircraft calling, 5x5, how me? Of course, they never get a response to the how me. Ever. Get fucked. The guy flying inside of an animal shelter. Every transmission has some ankle biter dogs just absolutely fucking barking in the background. 46-year-old PMDG forum dads go on the frequency and sigh as their immersion is ruined yet again. The hot mic. Bro's broadcasting his wife's shitty soap opera in the background to all of Miami Center. The interesting facts kid.
Wow, the altimeter setting 3058. That's a really high setting.
The controller's just like, K, storytime guy. Yeah, back in 73, they used to bring up the Saab up here for commuter service to Boston. Everyone on the frequency's like, who fucking cares, man? The bad monitor. Ground will call up the pilot and tell him, monitor tower 124.3, and of course the pilot will go ahead and tune up 124.3 and immediately fucking call the tower, even though he was told to monitor. This pisses off tower controllers everywhere, I'm sure. The ander starts every transmission with a drawn-out and for some reason, as if they're trying not to sound too direct and keep the cadence of the radio chatter going, I guess. And United 2376, ready for taxi. And Delta 2384, we're ready for departure. They have to say and first. It fucking messes with their head if they don't, boys. It's weird, like, do they go to the fucking bank to deposit a check and they're like, and I'm Bill, I'm here to deposit my check. And then the teller's like, do you want any cash back? And they're like, and no. The check-inner. Anytime they tune a new frequency, they love to let the controller know that they are checking in with them. SkyWest 4755, checking in with you, flight level 230. Their favorite part of going to a hotel is when they first arrive and get to talk to the front lobby guy and get their room key. They're a close cousin with youer. They let every new controller know that they're with them. Nashville Tower, Southwest 6942, with you. The Gaslighter. Now this one's a shout out to Tony FM, my boy, love that guy. The pilot will do the wrong thing and try to convince ATC that they told him to do it, even though he knew he fucked up. They'll go full Lincoln lawyer trying to defend that shit. The pilots on the frequency are his jury, and he must prove to them that he's not an idiot. The Holiday Wisher gives holiday wishes to every controller on frequency change for an entire 2-month period surrounding the holiday. It'll be like the end of January and bros out here wishing the controller Merry Christmas.
Over to departure. United 482, happy pull your couch off the wall day. Alrighty, over to advisory, Alaska 4827, happy house plant appreciation day.
The VOR mispronouncer. ATC will come on and say American 320, clear direct to the St. Croix VOR. And the guy will call him back and say American 320, clear direct to the La Croix VOR. I definitely did not do this. The brief disruptor. Controller says all aircraft stand by, controller brief in progress. And then some fucking guy immediately calls up asking for 5 minutes out of cockpit. It never fucking fails, boys. In denial. The controller says attention all aircraft, Houston Center is now offline, monitor Unicom. And then some guy will just immediately call for IFR clearance. He just wants to hang on to him for as long as he can, boys. New plane? No problem. He just bought the Mad Dog, never flown it before. Fuck it, let's send her out of JFK, boys. We got a busy event tonight. I got this shit. Well, I'll tell you what, they definitely don't got this. 5 miles into Newark airspace later, they start to turn. Departure controller scolding them. The MD-80 pilot can't come up with a valid response as to what his intentions are, and finally he just says fuck it and disconnects. And the controller broadcasts over frequency.
Yeah, disconnect.
As if he won some argument. The 12-year-old with 500 hours on the network. He reads back his IFR clearances like a boss, flies every aircraft on par with actual type-rated airline pilots in real life. He literally just makes no fucking mistakes. The forum dad Vatsim pilots fucking hate him because he ruins their immersion. They go on Reddit and bitch about it.
Literal 7-year-olds on the network.
The pilot who thinks he's ATC tells other pilots to yield to him on the taxiway. He only flies A350s and 777s so he can bully CRJs out of his way. He messages other pilots approaching the airport that he's on the ILS, number 1. He's 30 miles out at final approach speed of 140 knots, 2 planes ahead of him. Well, that's not his fucking problem. They need to get out of his way. The CTAF police makes passive-aggressive statements about how pilots in the U.S. shall use the local CTAF frequency in proximity of the airport. Often cites the COC and PM steer of their aircraft. Meanwhile, he gets blown through on final by a Lufthansa A340 operated by Hans von Mueller. with 4,000 hours on the network who hasn't changed the frequency once since he logged in 12 hours ago. The RNAV guesser. Tower will come on and say American 3482, cleared takeoff runway 36 right, RNAV G-Vine. The pilot doesn't know what the RNAV fix the controller just read him was, and he doesn't have the foresight to have the SID chart pulled up or have his FMC on his screen or anything, so he just kind of guesses at what the fix was. Says, clear for takeoff, 36 right, RNAV Divine. Just makes up some word that sounds like it. Children's nursery employee. I can only imagine he lives in a fucking children's nursery, perhaps. All transmissions have toddlers screaming in the background and toys clanging against each other, and children just making lots of noise.
Sorry, gotta go. My co-pilot just shit himself.
The fuck it close enough guy. The controller's on the brink of crashing out after a steady stream of poor pilot performance. He tells the pilot, right turn, 320, intercept the localizer, cleared ILS approach, maintain 3,000 to establish. The pilot just reads back, right turn, intercept the ILS, runway 32, maintain 320. The controller's just like, fuck it close enough as he moves his mouse towards the disconnect button.
On American 3, cross hogs at flight level 250.
Cross hogs at 250, American 3. Holy fuck, boys, I've been talking that whole time. I'm lucky I even heard that transmission, to be honest.
We'll go to advisory. Thanks for your help, and good luck with that young person. United 2278.
Yeah, we've all been there.
Oh, he's doing well. You're doing well.
Well, there you have it, boys. Welcome to Phoenix, and thanks for watching. I'm Captain Burger. As always, subscribe if you want. I don't give a fuck. New videos every Chinese New Year somewhere thereabouts. I don't know. See you guys in like a decade, boys. I do live stream, though, if you want to watch. Till next time, First Officer Fist Sticks, and I will see.